no good. Off to the right, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line.
He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll go again with Lindsey. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
193 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ryan now off the bootleg.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Lindsey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Patrick Ricard
taking it in from 2 yards out. Guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 41, Ryan. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he loses the football the second time. got some space here. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. A dump down to McKinnon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They go draw play to McKinnon. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Ryan. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cleveland offense making their way out. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And it's
shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the...
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Wentz again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Treston Ebner, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or two.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again on second down. Newton trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. That's into the hands of Prochet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Newton. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. Screen pass to Lindsay. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They're going with Lindsay. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run with Lindsay. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Another run by Lindsay. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid.
There he goes left side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On second down, right back to Lindsey.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. A give up the middle to Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Phillip Lindsay
taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsay touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass on 1st. 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Wentz on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Newton's going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Newton. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. It almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, this is Harris. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
10 more there and another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady. They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big run there by Henry. 41 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st down, Rodgers. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And a loose football. And he's got rope. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Jaguars. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. .35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Uses the stiff arm. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten tonight off to a hot start.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground now. It's him now. A loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Grant.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's had it working pretty well here in this first half up until that last drive when he put it on the turf, Charles.
So I don't think they want to overreact to that fumble, because now you've got a guy that's played so well. You don't want to take him and limit his effectiveness by worrying about it too much. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if we saw him next week at meetings. He'd have a football with him at all times.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Henry up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady rolling to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Henry again.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry
taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Able to slither by. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On play action, now Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Harris running straight ahead. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out come the Jags. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now a play fake. Brady. Out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and he'll take this into the touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take